Hey, um, this is my speech for Online Humanities, just really about my life and how beating the odds ultimately can change the world and change a person. To me, beating the odds means that an individual or a group of individuals have found a way to avoid the prevailing wisdom and expectations, even if thought wrong for trying to go against these norms. I think everyone goes through life trials and tribulations. It's life. Like millions of people, I grew up without my biological parents. We hear that every day, but I was given a gift in disguise. My biological grandparents adopted me when I was 6 years old. My mother and father divorced when I was 8 months old. My mother raised me, an 18-year-old single mom with no job. I can remember going to visit my grandparents quite often. They would take me to dinner with them and to go see movies. My mother would be gone for days and days, and I would just think that she was at work. The older I got, though, the more I realized that there was a bigger problem. She began to leave me with strangers to babysit me. She would come back in the middle of the night, and I can remember her being so loud and stumbling all over the place, murmuring words, and just picking me up and taking me. My grandparents saw that there was a problem arising, so they tried to get my mom help, but she became very defensive, and there was often fights and arguments from them. My mom took me and moved away so that my grandparents wouldn't know where to find us. How can a mother do this to their child? How can a mother take away a child's life? After years passed, my mother began experimenting with drugs and made friends that would often come to our house. These friends weren't good friends, though. They would come over for a little bit and then just leave. They wouldn't even really talk to me. I found myself lost, lonely, and confused, not understanding why this path was chosen for me. I was constantly trying to reason with the world and make sense of it all. Why were people leaving? Why couldn't I have some stability? As time went on, things were getting worse. I was constantly being left at a stranger's home, and I was put in very unsafe environments. Even as a 4-year-old child, I knew that these weren't environments I should be in. One day something really bad happened, though, that changed everything. My mom left me at a home, and a man put his hands on me. That's when I knew that I had to do something. That's when I began to tell my mom how I felt. I knew I couldn't control these things, but I didn't want them to keep happening to me. I was so scared. I just wanted to see my family. I didn't know these people that I was staying with. When my grandparents found out about what happened to me, they took me. They called the police, and they told me that everything was going to be okay. I was 5.5 years old. From that moment on, I knew that I was going to be okay and that I was safe. Although I didn't have my biological parents in my life, my grandparents adopted me at the age of 6 and became my parents. Not a single day goes by that I don't thank God for them. They raised me, they took care of me, they loved me, and they constantly gave me stability and comfort. Life became easy. I I was always being taken care of. I was attending school every day, and I always had my family by my side. I didn't have my mother in my life for quite some time after that. My grandparents were very careful on letting her back in, and it was just hard to see her and then her leave, so it was just best that she wasn't there at all. 14 years later, here I am, a 20-year-old college student, and I don't see my mom. I don't talk to my mom. I don't see my dad much. And I'm fine. I'm good. My life is great. Beating the odds in this speech means to me that I have overcome one of my biggest obstacles in life yet, and I was able to learn and grow and become the strong woman that I am today. Through these obstacles, I have developed my passion for teaching and given them the skills they need to become better people. I hope that from all of this I am able to take away the lessons I have learned and share them with others in hopes that they can use them in their own life. Beating the odds is more than anything. You can do it. there's so much hope in this world. Just believe in yourself and beat the odds. Thank you.